I think the first thing to realize is that every student coming from high school will, you came to Penn because you wanted to learn new things and you wanted to be challenged. So just accept it. It's okay to not know all the answers, to not know the most efficient way to do something at first. But then you have to go and see if you can admit, I'm having a hard time balancing all this stuff or managing it. Ask your pre-major advisor. We have this wonderful place called the Weingart Learning Resource Center, which can offer you all kinds of help. They do workshops, they do individual consultations. And we've discovered that as really smart and hardworking as our students are, sometimes what worked well in high school is not going to work well here, but that's what these learning resource specialists, that's their forte, is how do you process information? How do you consolidate what you know already with the new stuff that you're learning? Maybe you never had to really take notes before, and you can learn how to take notes in a much more efficient manner. There's a lot of reading that goes on. Everybody can use some help in learning how to read more efficiently. So take advantage of the various resources around. And also recognize that you have about, an hour, 3 hours of class per course unit. There's another few hours of work you're going to need to do outside of that, which is a real big difference from high school for some people, that they don't recognize. 3 to 5 hours outside of class for every hour of class time, it's not that unusual.
That's true. I think that's maybe the biggest change from sort of high school to college is the level of intensity of everything. Especially the classes, but even everything else. So the idea of becoming involved in
9 clubs
in a bunch of clubs and sports and other activities is
tempting.
Is tempting, but impossible here, because it's not just the classes that are intense, but it's everything. My favorite example remains the newspaper. Because most high schools have a student newspaper, and they might come out once a month, or maybe a very intense one once a week. But the newspaper at Penn, the student newspaper, is called the Daily Pennsylvanian. So your deadline is today, no matter what day it is, and so that's that's a huge commitment of time and effort and attention. So you can't do that and be on the football team and be in student government and cope with all your classes and still sleep a little.
And that's a biggie too. Sleep is a major issue around here. It is, it is true that young people's biorhythms appear to be different from our biorhythms. It's still important to recognize that on this campus, probably lack of sleep is the major public health problem, because it affects your concentration, affects your personality, affects your ability to stay healthy. So recognize you need to get some sleep as part of this whole game that you're going to be entering in here.